I remember that iRig was like first marketed to be like, this is how you use a real guitar with your phone's GarageBand. And then like 3 years later, everyone was like, no, they break in 30 years. What the fuck are you talking about?
I am Crushed Pink, and behind the camera is Harrison. And this is Behind the Scenes with the Pennsylvania Death Grind Band,
DRILTUSK.
DRILTUSK.
And I am here today with them at the
Surreal Sound Studios.
And so before we begin, could you guys each say who you are and what instrument you play?
My name's Will, and I play bass.
No, he's not. That's Dylan. He plays drums. I'm Joe. I do vocals.
I'm Lev, and I'm one of the guitarists.
And so to first begin, could you state your favorite color?
Yeah.
Black.
I'm gonna say purple.
Always the best one. Yeah.
And how did you guys originally form? Are you all from Philly?
So no, it's a whole process. The way this band came to be. So it started off during the pandemic with me, Rob, and Will, who both of them are not here right now. Our guitarist and bass player, and we wrote the demo and we put it out over the course of a few months, and then by the time like the pandemic ended and shows started coming back, we're like, we really want to play these songs live. So we found Dylan because he was playing with Scorpion Mouth at the time, and me and Rob, and I think Will too, we all three of us went out to see, was that the Scorpion Mouth first show or the Concrete Caveman first show?
It was all
or both. And Cavern Room, who we all,
bands
yeah.
that played, it was all our first show.
Yeah.
We all shared that practice.
We share this, the room with them, and I hit up Johnny from Concrete Caveman and Scorpion Mouth, and I was like, do you mind if we text Dylan and see if he wants to play drums for our band? He's like, I'm not his dad, do whatever you want. So we did that, and then after probably like no more than 10 shows, we were like, we need a second guitar player, and it just so happened that Lev had some free availability.
Left two bands. I left two bands. One of the bands, our last show was with DRILTUSK. I had met Rob online. I was like talking to you online.
Yeah.
I'd actually done sound for one of Will's bands. No, Bone Weapon, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I think Rob and Joe have been talking to me about joining, so can I get your number? And then, yeah, it's been like a year?
Yeah, over a year now. I mean, we've been jamming for well over a year now together.
Oh, yeah.
I think we played our first show with you December of 2022.
Two? Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, because then we did all of 2023 together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how long did it take to get the band rolling? I know you guys released your debut in 2021.
Yeah, so it took a long time. It took a long time. We were fortunate enough to play a show at Milk Boy. I think that was our second or third show ever. Third show. With that band. Oh my God, a Squeal of Grind canceled. They were playing that show. And we were... Oh, so then the dude who was running sound that night, he recorded the entire thing and like sent us the set when we were finished up and was like, do whatever you want with it, just credit me. So we put out a live single as our second release, and our first one with Dylan playing live drums. And then after that,
That was when I came in.
Lev came in and we finished writing an EP and we recorded the whole thing. Well, Lev recorded the whole thing in our practice space with us. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun watching it grow.
And where did the name DRILTUSK come from?
That's a Rob answer.
Yeah, so I think Rob got that reference from a video game. I think it was a monster in something.
It's a very obscure reference.
Monster
to like
Hunter?
I think it's Monster Hunter, but it's like a special power up that like takes a lot. It takes a lot to unlock it. and you would really only know it if you were like really good at this game.
Nerds, yeah.
We're all nerds in our own special way, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm cool as fuck.
And you guys play both in and out of state really often. As a band, how do you guys book your gigs?
I mean, sometimes we'll take it upon ourselves to try to set something up if there's like some homies that want to do something, but for the most part, it's just like fielding whatever offers come our way and making connections with touring bands that we play with in Philly and hoping they would have us down in their city sometime. So.
And heard you guys got kicked out of Planet Uranus. How'd that happen? And are venue troubles common or rare?
I don't think we got kicked out.
Yeah, I don't know. So there was this issue with a very tiny dildo. It was very small.
Maybe as tall as this can.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Smaller than like a pack of cigarettes, to be honest with you, including the suction cup. Yeah.
I would say it was about
Very, very tiny dildo. And I happened to, got a little sticky fingers, no pun intended, and, procured this dildo from this house venue, which was sitting right out in the open, like,
It was.
yeah.
It was not in the trash.
No,
it was next to the community bowl of condoms.
Yeah, there's a big community bowl of condoms with a dildo sitting next to it. Figured it's kind of up for fair game, right? So, yeah. Apparently they got upset about it. But they were also punching like 4 foot tall girls in the head. So, fuck those kids, I guess.
And how do you guys get your merch made?
So sometimes we go through Optimistic Prints, who does good things. They do great things for us. And this last batch of shirts that we had with the hoodies as well, Rob, our other guitarist, he actually printed them himself at the Season of Mist warehouse where he works for that label. So
Lucky enough to have someone that works with a very high quality printing label. We're basically paying for like cost and
yeah, if you want, you can literally order one of our shirts from the Season of Mist website. I think they're made to order.
They are in all colors and
That's right.
in all colors and all garments that they offer.
Yeah.
I almost wore my orange logo on camouflage hoodie, DRILTUSK hoodie. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's pretty cool though. The merch is sweet.
And where do you guys see yourself? Where do you guys see the band in 5 years?
5 years? 5 years. What do you think? I want to hear what you have to say.
With a different drummer.
No, man, 5 years. I don't know.
It's a hard question.
Anywhere as long as we are playing on the road and playing semi-consistently.
Yeah.
And still pumping out new tunes. That's all that really matters.
I've heard people say shit like, my goal as a musician is to have a self-sustaining band, and that's
so hard.
it's very hard. So, in 5 years, if we can still afford to print shirts and afford the gas to go on tour, yeah. And if and if we can afford to put out more albums, because that I guess the hard part of that answer is like it costs money to be a band. I hope that in 5 years we can still do it,
Yeah, exactly.
I love these people. I love making music with them, and in 5 years, if it's not this band, let's hope it's something else with them, you know?
For sure.
And any major inspirations for finding your sound or lyrics?
The Freemasons.
No, stop. Don't. For writing lyrics, I guess, I draw a lot from my personal experiences, but my biggest vocal inspirations are J.R. Hayes from Pig Destroyer, Lord Worm from Cryptopsy, and Dylan from Full of Hell.
I guess for tone, I've always, when I discovered electric guitar, it was like, Jason Becker and Steve Vai. So I love, like, I'm a shredder at heart, but I can't play like that. So I always love a clear tone, not too much bass. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know specific influences, I guess.
No.
And could you guys demonstrate your songwriting process, possibly through a track off your 2023 EP, if you guys want to jam?
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I can play a song.
So writing that was, me kind of like learning how everyone plays in the band and finding riffs and ways of playing and making sound that I thought everyone was kind of comfortable with. So that first riff, I know Rob really likes it. It's just something that
It's his bread and butter.
Yeah, he does that a lot, and it sounds really good. I really like these diminished chords. They just kind of sing in a weird way that resonates with. When I joined this band, my whole family was like, what is this kind of music? What is this band? And I was like, oh, it's aggressive and erratic. And these chords sing in that very aggressive, erratic way. Stuff like that just is kind of weird and gross.
Super evil sounding.
That first riff, I think I meant it to be more of like, a main part of the song. Bringing it in and Dylan doing like the tom thing.
Just turn it into an intro.
Turn it into an intro.
All you gotta do.
Second riff, keep messing up the transition. We do a little break, and then it goes into. Just more of this like evil building energy, building towards a very fun. I don't even want to call it a breakdown.
It's definitely a breakdown.
But it's not like the normal. We also do a lot of harmonies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm messing it up right now.
Can't hear it without the second guitar.
Can't hear it without the second guitar, but we with, like Joe was saying, when they realized they wanted a second guitar, harmonies really bring out so much in a riff. That Thin Lizzy kind of thing. That kind of very evil, and it helps to build. That's that breakdown. It's a little faster.
And then it goes slow.
And then it goes slow, yeah. And it just came together very, again, I think that riff I brought, and it was a lot faster. I was playing it, be like more of a blast beat kind of riff, but again, just
I don't like to play fast. I hate playing fast.
And
only for little bits of time.
Do you guys want to try it from the top all the way through?
Yeah, that's how we wrote that song.
That's Hatred Distilled by DRILTUSK.